Las Vegas is building the world's largest sphere. Stick around to find out why. Las Vegas, like Dubai, is something of a desert and must be a nightmare for construction. But try telling that to the people behind the MSG Sphere at the Venetian. It's a sphere-shaped music and entertainment area currently being built in Paradise, Nevada, just off the Las Vegas Strip. This $1.8 billion performance venue is unlike anything you've ever seen, and it's scheduled to open in 2023. Construction at the massive entertainment venue in Las Vegas has recently reached a new milestone, as executives vowed it would definitely be open in time to participate in the FIA Formula One World Championship when it comes to Nevada in November 2023, which is what you would call a hard deadline, and then opening with a bang. The venue, estimated to cost $1.865 billion, to be more precise, will absolutely be ready for the event. Madison Square Garden Entertainment's Senior VP of Construction, Nick Tomasino, asserted at the construction site during a walkthrough attended by the press. The Formula One track goes around the MSG Sphere. We're happy to be able to partner with Formula One and make the race happen, Tomasino said. U2 have also simultaneously been announced as the first group to perform at the venue when it opens. The performance by the Irish Rockers will be the first dates of a multi-show residency by the band at the high-tech venue. U2 are the second highest grossing touring band of all time, behind only the Rolling Stones, according to Billboard Box Score. With $2.22 billion earned and 28.3 million tickets sold, which is nearly 6 times the entire population of their native Ireland. U2 have always been known to push the boundaries with their live performance and stage design, famously employing huge LED lighting rigs for their 2001 Elevation Tour. Officials with MSG described the MSG Sphere at the Venetian as the next generation of live entertainment, offering fans a multi-sensory experience of sound and light inside the largest spherical structure ever created, not just in Vegas, but on Earth. For concerts, the MSG Sphere at the Venetian can hold 20,000 standing spectators or 17,500 seated guests, with 23 VIP luxury suites. The Sphere will include 160,000 square feet of viewing space. Sphere officials describe the technology as interior immersive display, which sounds pretty fancy indeed. State-of-the-art spatial audio and an exterior exosphere that changes the building's look via fully programmable LED technology. It will connect to the Venetian resort via an approximately 1,000 feet long pedestrian bridge. The announcement included news that significant progress had been made on construction of the venue, noting that the structure reached its widest point with completion of its 6th-level concrete ring beam, which is 490 feet wide and sits 113 feet above the ground. As stated, MSG plans to open the MSG Sphere in time to participate in the FIA Formula One World Championships when it comes to Nevada in November 2023. A second MSG Sphere is currently being planned in London, England, and was given a green light by local officials to begin construction. The new Las Vegas venue will harness the most cutting-edge technology in an attempt to offer the most personal concert experience ever. It will feature audio directed to specific locations in the room, bass signals transmitted through the floor, and internet connections for every single seat, allowing the audience to share their experience with the outside world and even take part and participate in the show. Described as a game changer for audiences, Madison Square Garden Company CEO James Dolan spoke at a recent demonstration of sound technology developed by German organization Holoplot, which instead of broadcasting audio at high volumes, directs sound to specific parts of any given room. It's referred to as beamforming, and the hardware makes it possible for a person standing in one location to hear completely different audio from a person standing nearby, without the need for earphones and without causing unpleasant interference, which sounds like music to our ears. Dolan said Sphere's plans were inspired by EDM concerts, where all of the artistry actually occurs prior to the show, and then the show is essentially just run. He added that the success of those concerts had led him to believe they were more about shared experiences than the music itself, and began imagining a venue where the experience could be enhanced. It's no longer just about what's happening on stage, he said. It's about what's happening inside the entire audience. The exterior of the dome will house nearly 36 miles of LED lighting, so that it can be transformed into any image performers want. Projection systems will be able to virtually cloak the building with images from the surrounding city, making it seem to disappear, like the Aston Martin in the James Bond film, except hopefully good. An 180,000 square foot screen will take up almost the entire interior roof. The super high-speed internet connections served to each individual seat will offer audience members the chance of becoming part of the show itself, as well as the ability to share experiences live across their social media network. Dolan noted that his company plans to open similar venues all across the globe. We're building very very large spheres now, but we can build ones that are half the size, a quarter, he said. Ultimately, we may be able to put one right in your home. In 2019, about 42 million people visited the Las Vegas area, though that number was cut in half in 2020 because of the pandemic. Last year, Las Vegas rebounded, welcoming almost 32 million visitors. That's despite lagging international air travel and the lasting effects of the pandemic on business travel. In other words, business in the desert is booming. Many say thanks to a large push on the city's part to attract the younger dance crowd, who aren't just there for the gambling and complimentary drinks. The city and the Strip are synonymous with bright lights, partying, gambling, and all-round excess. Vegas is also known as a city that has reinvented and transformed itself again and again over the years. Its first casino opened in 1931 after Nevada legalized gambling, although prohibition continued until 1933. In 1938, California began cracking down on gambling, pushing the industry to Vegas. The Vegas we know as a destination for entertainment and late-night revelry was born in large part due to Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack performing regularly in the 50s and 60s at the Sands Hotel and Casino, the seventh hotel to open on the Strip in December 1952. Nowadays things have changed, and Vegas has been dubbed the new Ibiza. That's what iconic DJ Paul Oakenfold said in 2008, and it's been coming more and more true every year since. What began as an underground scene with below-the-radar desert parties is now the home of the electronic Daisy Carnival, and a 4-mile stretch of land that hosts all 10 of the world's highest-paid DJs on a weekly basis. Yes, weekly. It's no surprise that a venue such as the MSG Sphere would choose Vegas as its construction site. But this all didn't happen overnight. Here's a brief history of how Vegas became a destination for EDM. EDM has slowly become pop music. What started as an underground subculture is now dominating the top 40 charts, with artists like Major Lazer and Calvin Harris ruling the roost. Even bands like Coldplay are fully embracing audience participation and modern technology for their live shows, and have also embraced imagery from the EDM world, giving wristbands or Xylo bands to each audience member on their 2012 Milo Xyloto tour. As the music played, the wristbands flashed with the music to create a colourful light show in the audience, which the Washington Post referred to as psychedelicatessen of moving, multicoloured lights. With even more high-profile collaborations between producers and performers like Zedd and Ariana Grande and Skrillex, Diplo and Justin Bieber, Las Vegas continues to make bigger and better entertainment experiences and venues to continue drawing the crowds. The EDM landscape in Las Vegas now includes even more large-scale events and venues than ever. The Life is Beautiful Music and Art Festival debuted in 2013, bringing some of the most popular musical acts to the streets of downtown Las Vegas. The festival has continued to grow each year, and with that growth, the number of electronic acts also continued to rise. The most recent lineup included chart-topping DJs like Illenium and Fisher, alongside experimental electronic acts like Purity Ring and Cash Cash. Some of the state-of-the-art nightclubs lining the Strip have started to present their own festivals, bringing in artists to play the venues throughout blowout weekends. Art of the Wild at Wynn Las Vegas is just one example, featuring 4 days of stacked lineups at Excess Nightclub and Encore Beach Club. Venues also continue to get more technologically advanced, like Zouk Nightclub and Resorts World Las Vegas, which features over 26,000 square feet of state-of-the-art equipment and a residency from the massively popular producer, Zedd. As entertainment in general continues to grow in Las Vegas, so will its thriving electronic music scene. The future of EDM in Vegas is as bright as the lights, which will soon be joined by one gigantic sphere. We can imagine Skrillex making beats with the venue in mind as we speak. Las Vegas is a tough nut and currently finds itself in a bare-knuckle brawl to maintain its title as the entertainment capital of the world. With the Las Vegas Strip bringing in $13.6 billion revenue during a typical year, expect to see more breathtaking venues like this springing up soon.